Okay, our helmet stickers for this past game offensively is Will Hastings. He had a touchdown. He made a really a circus type catch on that third down where he turned the other way. Obviously he took a big hit and he was ready to come back in the game. Defensively, Marlon Davison, 3 tackles for loss, 3 pressures, 7 tackles. Just an outstanding game by Marlon. And then special teams, it was Matthew Hill, which did a super job in all phases he was in. He played with great effort, great physicality, really took that next step, as far as that goes. And just overall, first of all, I thought our defense played outstanding. I think they took 9 shots and didn't have anything come of it. That was real big. Last night I talked about the 2 or 15 for third down, so they got the offense back. Offensive wise, like I said, first half we struggled a little bit. Second half we came out and got some rhythm. We looked like an Auburn offense. As far as the O-line, really what stood out to me is we corrected our legal procedures that we had the week before. There was no holding penalties, and once we started mixing up the gap with the zone, it really helped things out. And the good thing for us right now, we're 2-0. We did play 2 quality opponents, and I think that's an advantage for us because, you turn on the film and you can see the things you really need to work on, and we're not, delusional. Like I said, if you play certain teams of lesser caliber, things aren't exposed. But the good thing is, offensively, defensively, and special teams, it helps us evaluate, especially before we get into SEC play. So I think that's a positive. Our kids fought their guts out. It was extremely hot, 2 games in a row, went into the fourth quarter, and our conditioning and everything that goes with it. We didn't have anybody catching cramps and all that, and I think that's really a tribute to Ryan Russell and the training and everything that goes with that. But we're happy to be 2-0. We do have things we've got to work on in all 3 phases. We're definitely committed to that, and we've got our mind on our next opponent, for this week. Questions?
Do you have any additional clarity on Sept's availability?
He had a shoulder issue. Right now I'm not ready to say anything about this week. Hopefully later in the week I'll be able to tell you more. We're hoping we get him back, soon.
But is A&M a possibility for him?
Yeah, I'm not ready to say yet. Get me a little bit later in the week, and I'll be able to be a little bit more direct.
Yes. You guys, both of the first 2 games, have made adjustments on the running game at halftime and been much more productive running the ball the second half. How important is it to start getting that done earlier?
Yeah.
Or can you make those adjustments?
Yeah, there's no doubt you can, and we will get better as the season goes on with that. Once again, we had an opponent that did some different things than what you expect, but the good thing is there was adjustments made, at halftime. But we've got to be able to run the football more successfully in the first half. Well, we definitely know that, and I expect that to be better as the season goes on. I mean, like I said, we're still a work in progress, but I think this group has the makings to be a pretty good offense, and so we'll continue to strive for that.
You mentioned Matthew Gill and special teams got in the game a lot more on offense. Stepping up in special teams, is that a key to trusting him more in the regular offense?
I think so. I mean, I think there's a maturity part that he's starting to take that next step. And so that was very encouraging. And he did make some plays when he was in there on offense. He played with physicality, blocking, when he was on offense too. So overall, he probably had his best game since he's been here.
Where do you like him best? You think of him as a 2 or?
Yeah, we can move him around a 2 or a 3. And he's got the ability to make some plays. You saw that in the spring game. He can make some plays down the field. So, all receivers, all hands on deck, the rest of the season.
Is your graduate transfer receiver, Zach, making any progress?
Yeah, he is. Week by week, I think he's making more progress. He's getting more comfortable. He's getting a lot of practice reps, and it's just a matter of when, he gets comfortable enough to be able to execute the whole offense. But he is improving, and just keep doing that same thing, and he'll be on the field shortly.
What do you think the issues were running it zone? I know you guys did a lot more gap stuff, like you said, in second.
Yeah.
But zone, what do you think the issues kind of were?
Well, I mean, there's a couple different times. Sometimes we got, a certain position got beat. They blitzed correctly. Gave us 2 hard looks, but that was really the main thing. And then the big thing for me is we never got really into pace, but about 2 times in the first half. A lot of times that's when we're at our best. We stay on track and everything that goes with that.
How frustrating was it with the clock malfunction in the first half?
Two games in a row. We have a positive play on first down, and we're ready to pace in second down, and something happens. I mean, that was a little bit different. So hopefully we can get that corrected.
How good was it for Will to get back in the end zone? I know that's his first time, I think, since the UCF game in 17, but just making that play to spin move and getting in the end zone.
Yeah, he made a really good catch, and then you're exactly right. He made a guy miss, and he spun in the end zone. I thought it was a big-time play. And like I said earlier, the catch he made, that we really felt like we had a chance for a huge play, and our quarterback got a little pressure, and he had to throw it early, and he just flipped his head around. It was really unbelievable, too. So, when he's on the field, he's a guy that can get open. That's probably the best way to put it.
What do you see from Bo?
I think every snap he has, he learns from it. That's probably the best way to put it. He's real hard on himself. He wasn't real happy with himself, but he did do some good things. The thing that I really like is, he can extend some plays, and he made some really good throwaways on some downs that could have been negative plays, and he's got a gift of getting out of trouble and throwing the ball away. So I think it's just a matter of him just being more comfortable as we go, and I expect him to do that.
Do you find yourself having to reinforce him to move up into the pocket rather than flee to the side?
Yeah, at times. There was a couple times he stepped up. A couple times he got pressure he had to. So I think it's just a matter of, just getting used to everything and getting used to playing college football against talented defenses and everything that goes with that. But like I said, he's a quick learner, and usually if you tell him, hey, let's make sure we do this the next time, he catches on really quick and everything that goes with that.
I think there's 2 weeks now you're last in the FBS in punt coverage. Just how do you pinpoint what you
Yeah, well, one thing is we got to get our height matched up with our distance, okay? That's the first thing from our punter. We had the one breakdown. They came after our punt, and we missed about 2 tackles, and the guy split it. So, but really, it really starts with our height equaling the distance, and we'll work extremely hard, on that.
When you look at the offensive line play these first 2 games, and obviously you guys played better in the second half, you are what you are considering there are 5 seniors, or is there things you guys can do to improve?
Yeah, of course, we played 2 quality opponents. There's not very many teams around the country that can say that. And I thought our offensive line did good things in both games. And so, I think it's just a matter of getting off to a faster start. And, I really expect each game that we do a better job of that. But, overall, they've done some really good things.
You guys just stacking the receivers there. You just waiting for one of those screens to bust loose for Eli?
We were close on one. They had a little stunt, and our center got wadded up, or it would have had a chance. But yeah, I mean, it's depends on how they play. But we'll I bet we hit a few of those before it's all said and done.
Receivers do a better job blocking this.
We did okay. Like I said, our standard is really high, and we'll continue to work on that. Matter of fact, a big part of practice tonight was focused on stock blocking and staying with their guys.
Yes, with Bo's ability to extend plays, how much of the work for wide receivers is coming back to help him and to make him?
Yeah, the scramble drill, you can't do enough of that. And once a week we get that going. We didn't do a great job last night, and that was really a focus too that we'll have on this week because, like I said, we're learning, Bo, and he's learning the offense as he goes, and you can extend plays. Anytime you can extend plays, a lot of times those broken plays can turn into scramble drills, and you get some cheap ones. So we'll continue to work extremely hard with our rules and everybody on the same page, in those situations.
Anything else?
Okay, thank you guys.